Hello, hello. Welcome to Maximum Rising. My name is Stephanie, and I'm here to support you recovering from religious and emotional trauma. And if you already have, awesome. There may be some excess things that you're still letting go of because, religion is not only religious trauma is, as I just recently found out, comes from the religious spirit, which is, if you want to put a label on it, it's an evil spirit. It's a spirit that is not to your well-being. So there may be more of that coming up and out. I know that's been happening for me. So we're having a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And you may be saying, but Stephanie, what happened to Taurus? Because yes, Taurus is the opposition of Scorpio, but Aries stole the glory because Aries had a solar eclipse that we did not see, and unfortunately we will not be seeing this lunar eclipse. But as soon as that eclipse was over, the moon went from sorry y'all, bugs. The moon went from Aries right into Taurus. Okay, so this full moon eclipse in Scorpio. All right, so dear Scorpio, it is time for you to completely let go of that darkness, okay? Because the full moon is all about letting go. So whatever part of yourself you are not willing to face, it's time for you to die to that, okay? Now remember, dear Scorpio, when you die, there is a resurrection, okay? We see symbols of this throughout the Bible. We see symbols of this throughout different sacred texts, okay? So, yes, you may feel like you're dying because you are. You're not dying necessarily physically, but you are dying in other ways because you're coming into the new you. And I can testify to that because this was me last year, okay? If this is your rising sign, by the way, and your moon sign, this also pertains to you, not only the sun in Scorpio. If you have a stellium in Scorpio, this also pertains to you, okay? So listen up. And also if the sun, is in the 8th house, this also pertains to you because Scorpio is the 8th constellation, the 8th zodiac sign, okay? So back to you, to Scorpio. What is it that you are afraid to let go of? All right? We are ruled by Mars, okay, just like Aries. So it is very hard for us to let go of things. In fact, we do hold things. We let them fester. And then after they fester, somebody may say something to us that had nothing to do with anything, but we start going off on them because we let it fester, and then it's manifesting as anger, as rage, okay? So what is it that, dear Scorpio, that you need to let go of? What is it that is enraging you that you can stop before it gets to that point? What is it that you can do in a safe space to be angry without harming yourself and other people? What is that dark part of yourself that you are afraid of, right? Because that all goes back to fear. What is it, dear Scorpio, that you are trying to control? All right? Because in reality, dear Scorpio, you have no control. Okay? Scorpio, you are also a water sign, and the moon has its fall in you. Okay? There's a reason why the moon is exalted in Taurus and has its fall in Scorpio. There's a reason for that. All right? Now, Scorpio, you are also water. Okay? How can you flow? How can you just allow your life to flow? Okay? If you happen to be a generator, how can you just allow your energy, your magnetic frequency, magnetism, how can you just allow things to just come to you without controlling it? Okay, I'm asking you these questions because these are questions that I have asked myself in the past, and I finally came with an answer. I am a generator and I am a Scorpio rising, okay? So I understand more than you know. I understand about anger and all the things. And dear Scorpio, if you have to cry to feel it, there is no shame in that. Okay? And if you feel ashamed in that, who told you that when you were a child? Who told you that there is shame in crying. Because if you cry, it's just you processing, it's just you letting things go, okay? Now, I used to do a ritual during the full moon where I would write everything down and I would burn it, okay? Now, sometimes also, dear Scorpio, not only are you letting things go, right, to just let them go and be finished with it, but it's also good to let things go because maybe it will come back to you, those things that I meant for you. So for me, for instance, I'm letting go of, and I have let go, but I'm verbally letting it go again of, relationship with a dear friend of mine that I love very much. And I'm letting that go to just see if it comes back. But am I going to watch and seek and ponder on it? No, I'm not. I refuse, being watchful of my words here. I refuse to do that because, first of all, if whatever you focus on, you pushing it away. So if I keep focusing on it and fixating on it, I'm going to push it away. So in order to keep from doing that, dear Scorpio, let it go. Let it go from your mental body, your physical body, your spiritual body, your emotional body, and your prana body. And prana means breath in Hindi, or in Sanskrit, rather. I believe it's Sanskrit. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. So I let it go from all my bodies. I cut cords with it totally. And if it comes back, great. If not, you know what? I have an amazing guy friend. Okay? So that's how I look at it. And there are sometimes, as a generator and as a Scorpio, we are known for frustration. We get frustrated really easy, especially when things aren't going our way, or when we just don't understand or understand something. Okay, so it's okay to feel that energy, to feel that frequency, okay? And we just let that go. We just let that run its course. Yesterday, I was feeling frustrated and I cried, but it wasn't like a boo-hoo, I'm shaking crying, but it was more of, I'm crying just to let this go through tears, okay? And you'll find as you process things that you have different types of ways that you cry. So after you do that, it's gone. And it's easier, as you keep doing this, it's easier for you, at least it was for me, to let it go. So, dear Scorpio, are you ready to do the work? If you have not done the work, are you ready to do the work? If you are refusing to communicate with other people about how you feel, who is it that you trust that you can talk to communicate about your feelings? It's also great to write about it. If you are an artist, draw about it. If you love to sing it out. These are all different ways of letting go. Maybe you have a motorcycle and you just like to ride. Maybe you're like me and you like go-go music and you just like to dance it out. Whatever way is great for you. You can also meditate. You can also just come outside, which is why I'm outside right now. I love being outside. I love being with Mother Nature because we are nature, right? We are a part of nature. We have just forgotten that. So, dear Scorpio, these are some things that you can do. And, just enjoy the silence. Just enjoy the silence, Scorpio, during this full moon. Mercury is in retrograde anyway. So just like I just caught myself, watch how you word things, especially to the universe and the ancestors, because if you're saying what you don't want, you're not saying what you do want. So instead of saying, I don't want, I refuse to do this, has been my wording. Understand instead of understand, right? Understand. Let it be in your being. Your being should understand. Your soul should understand. That's what understand means. Okay? Now, for me, as I told you, I am a Scorpio ascendant. So if this is in your first house, what things do you need to shift in your life? Shift and let go of in your life. Sorry, y'all. Got gnats and bugs around. What things could you change about yourself. Or maybe it's not an outward thing necessarily. Maybe it's an inward thing. Is there anything that you need to work on? Do you have anxiety? Is there some kind of breath work that you can do? Okay. So the last couple minutes of this, I do, invite you to do some breath work with me. Since it's headed to 1 o'clock, in the afternoon, I usually do the 4-4 breath, which is ocean breath, to bring me back to balance. And it's perfect because Scorpio is a water sign. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate first, and then I'm just going to count, and you can do it at your own pace. Okay. So we're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Now remember, okay, remember that? You're fogging up the mirror. Okay, so those of you that are new to this, you're going to do the same thing but with your mouth closed. Okay, it should fill in the back of your throat. So inhale. And exhale. All right. So we're going to do just regular breath for 5 and then end with the ocean breath for 5. Begin. Okay, ocean breath. Last one. If you like this, again, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the eclipse for those of us that will be able to watch it. And those of us that can't just feel it, just allow it to work itself through you. Much love.